Hello, everyone. Welcome to United States News. Enough of Joe Biden's, he said, Xi said. And a sign of how far and fast relations between China and the United States are falling, the nations can't even agree on what their leaders said to each other in a conversation. It's a tale of two versions of one telephone call. The White House insists President Biden scolded Chinese President Xi Jinping about forced labor and genocide involving the Uyghur Muslims. China says that's fake news and that Biden never raised either topic during the Thursday call between the two men. On the other hand, China's official readout of the call says its leader warned against House Speaker Nancy Pelosi's plan to visit Taiwan during a trip to the region, saying those who play with fire will perish by it, and officials later suggested a visit would be seen as an invasion of China itself. In response to questions, White House Press Secretary Karine Jean-Pierre declined to confirm or deny that Xi said anything of the sort about Pelosi, adding, "I'm not going to speak to that statement." So, what's the truth? Did Biden deliver on his promise to stand up for human rights? Did China effectively threaten World War II if Pelosi goes ahead with the Taiwan visit? The questions are straightforward and the answers should be too. Instead, we are left guessing about who said what. It doesn't have to be that way. An obvious solution is for the White House to release portions of the call transcript that relate to those issues. The fact that it hasn't suggests Biden is not playing straight with the American people. If he's got nothing to hide, he can prove it by releasing the transcript. Although both issues represent important elements of our foreign policy, the Taiwan matter is absolutely critical. China's clear desire to gobble up the island democracy and its frequent invasion simulations mark a new, menacing belligerence that is alarming our Asian allies, especially Japan and South Korea. While U.S. policy about Taiwan's status has been labeled strategic ambiguity, Biden has caused confusion about what America would do in response to a Chinese invasion. On 3 earlier occasions, he said America would defend Taiwan militarily if China invaded. And 3 times White House aides walked back his statements, saying that was not U.S. policy, which is limited to selling Taiwan equipment to defend itself. Yet now it seems that a mere visit by Pelosi is grounds for Chinese threats of military action. If in fact Xi said anything suggesting as much on the call, then China has unilaterally changed the rules of the arrangement and promised war if America does not comply. That's a monumental event, which is why it is imperative that the American public know not only what Xi said, but exactly how Biden responded. One possibility is that the president promised Pelosi wouldn't make the visit. On one hand, that would not be totally surprising given that Biden said days ago that a stop in Taiwan was not a good idea. There also are reports the administration privately urged her to skip Taiwan on the trip, which began Friday. That was a weak position then, with GOP Senate leader Mitch McConnell saying that letting China dictate the terms would be a victory of sorts for the communist nation. Now the ante has been raised, and for Biden to back down in the face of public threats would be an even more significant sign of American weakness. Moreover, a cancellation of the visit would amount to a slap of Taiwan and its people. It would also tell China it can restrict where top American officials are free to travel. In short, what actually took place on the phone call is potentially a very big deal in terms of U.S.-China relations and regional security.